Los Angeles. I'm Jenny Tad. Here with Skip Bayless.
Yes.
Sharp. How are you doing, guys?
We are real live today.
I can
We
tell.
are happy. Woo. America's team made a blockbuster move yesterday.
Oh, blockbuster,
yeah,
really?
here we go.
They got Julio?
Happy days.
Julio going to the Cowboys?
Happy days are here again. Jerry Jones just woke up and did something.
You know Mike Evans or DeAndre Hopkins? Which one of them receivers going in?
Let's talk about that.
Did something.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you're smiling, Skip.
Yeah, okay.
We have a lot
We've already
to get
got
to.
Julio. We don't need Julio.
Oh, y'all got a Julio?
We got Amari, so we don't need Julio.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
We're going to get to the Cowboys, but we are also going to talk about Odell. Why is he done with social media? He's saying bye-bye for right now. And then there's LeBron. Should he be done for the rest of the season? Plus, we've got Skip's guy T-Stills coming up later in the show. That should be interesting. But since Skip seems happy today about the Cowboys, let's start there. Dak Prescott has a new target. Randall Cobb has agreed to a one-year deal for reportedly $5 million. Cobb spent his first 8 seasons in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers, but is moving on to Dallas. The Cowboys lost Cole Beasley to free agency, but now they have Cobb to pair up with Amari Cooper. So, Shannon, how much impact will he have on the Cowboys?
Skip, I think he'll help them. With him, especially, and he's not old. I think he'll be 29 later this year. Is his health. The last couple of years, he's had hamstrings and he's had concussions. 2 things that does not get better as you start to age. But when he's been healthy, he's been one of the better slot receivers. Now, Skip, as a pure slot receiver, I believe Cole Beasley might be a tad better, but I believe Randall Cobb is more rounded. He can play outside the numbers, and given that the roundability, he can play outside the numbers. We don't know if Hurd's going to come back. We did see Gallup start to blossom towards the end of the season.
Did we?
The question is, does he pick right back up or does he have a sophomore slump? We know what Randall Cobb is when he's healthy. It also gives Dallas another playmaker. I believe they're setting this up, Skip. You will have a great understanding. They'll know exactly what they have in their quarterback with all these playmakers they surrounded him with, because that's what we've seen teams do. They get these young quarterbacks, they surround them with playmakers, and then we have an understanding of who you are and whether or not we're going to invest 25, 30 plus million dollars in you. So Dak doesn't have any excuses, but Randall Cobb is for a rude awakening because he just left the most accurate quarterback in all of football.
The most accurate? He was 25th in accuracy last year. He was 25th. How can you make that statement? The most accurate quarterback in all of football?
Can I finish?
Well, I'm just dumbfounded. You lost me there.
Well, I'm gonna find you. Since you dumbfounded, I'm gonna find you and bring you over to this side. The thing is about football, this is how it works, Skip Bayless, is you talk about one season. So what about the other 9, 10 seasons that Aaron Rodgers has started in the NFL? You make it 25-2. This is what we know about Aaron Rodgers. Dak Prescott never will be able to throw the football as well as Aaron Rodgers. No question.
Wait a second. I'm sorry to interrupt. I apologize, Miss Moderator. I apologize.
Tell me.
Point taken. Dak Prescott, over his first 3 years in the National Football League, set the all-time record for completion percentage. The all-time. No one has ever completed a higher percentage of passes than Dak has in his first 3 years.
Done?
Well, 3 years is a pretty big body of work. He just left the most accurate passer.
Let me ask you a question. Is 3 years more than a decade plus?
No, but
okay then.
So
what are you talking
Aaron
about?
Rodgers the last 2 years?
Yeah, I watched him last year go 25-2.
Yeah.
Have Dak Prescott ever have a season like that?
I watched him last year be 25th in completion percentage.
Can you let me finish my argument? I'm gonna give you your opportunity. I really appreciate that. Aaron Rodgers can make throws. Aaron Rodgers can make throws no other quarterback in the history of the game can make, and very few quarterbacks will even attempt. He makes plays the way he can extend plays. A lot of times, Dak Prescott extend plays to run the football. Aaron Rodgers is always looking to throw the ball down the field.
Or throw it away, either one. I'm sorry to interrupt, but again,
just go ahead, Skip.
He shattered the all-time record for throwaways.
Go ahead.
I don't want to start. I got to hear this.
No.
I'm being enlightened.
I mean, I was trying to go.
I'm actually learning from everything the Hall of Famers say.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You got more.
No, I don't have any more. Go ahead. No, I'm good. Go ahead.
You got Steve gave you stats.
I'm going. I'm good. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
No, I'm positive. Go ahead.
once again, you have completely missed the boat.
Okay.
This is a huge deal for my Cowboys. This is a Super Bowl here we come move made by Jerry Jones. And to your final point that you made, I am shocked that Randall Cobb took only $5 million to play for the Dallas Cowboys, because it has to have something to do with maybe Dak Prescott. Maybe for the first time in his career, he actually wanted to play with a good guy quarterback who doesn't point fingers and show up his receivers on the field, and a good guy quarterback who, after every loss, will take all the blame in the post-game media sessions.
You think Green Bay offered $5 million? You think Green
I have
Bay
no
offered?
idea.
Exactly. Because I can assure you, if Green Bay had offered $5 million, he'd still be in Green Bay.
So what did I tell you yesterday? Again, this isn't 2020 hindsight. It's not hypocrisy. I sat right here in this same chair yesterday, and I said, Randall Cobb is a much more valuable target in free agency than Eric Berry. Didn't I tell you that?
Yeah.
Because of his age of 28, and if he's healthy, and I give you, he was haunted by the hamstring all last year, and then at the end of the year, he had a concussion issue. Okay, can he bounce out of that? I don't know, but if he's healthy, he's got a whole lot of high-quality football left in that body. And I'm not so sure about Eric Berry, who's a couple of years older and has been more injured and had more physical maladies and issues, right? Okay. So I said, go for Randall Cobb. And I was stunned because I'd just about given up on Jerry Jones in off-season moves. He made one in the middle of the year last year for Amari. Boom! But off-season, not so much. He just sort of rests on his laurels. But all of a sudden, he got a Randall Cobb who did make a Pro Bowl in 2014. And I can't believe you just complimented Measly Beasley. You have ridiculed little Measly for the first 2.5 years we've been together on this show.
I said, and I paid him a very good compliment. I said, Beasley might be slightly better as a pure slot, but as a more rounded receiver. Beasley's not spending a whole lot of time outside the numbers. Okay. You know that.
Okay, I know that. And you can, if you need be, you can split Randall Cobb out. He can play both wides.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Randall Cobb might not be quite as between the numbers quick, but he's a touch faster just by his 40 time, just a touch faster. And to me, to my eyes, to my feel, he's a much better deep threat because Cole Beasley never ran past anybody. He never ran by anybody. He could beat him this way, side to side, but he couldn't get behind you. Randall Cobb gets behind people.
Well, he's more apt, Skip, to take a 5-yard route and go 30 as opposed to taking a 5-yard route going 10.
We saw him against the Bears in the
opening day. It was
75 yards.
Yeah, it was just catch and run. Very few slot receivers possess that type of ability.
Wait, there he goes. Ooh, I bet I'm going to see this a lot more with that star on the side of the helmet. There he goes. Look at this. Just imagine him in blue and silver and white.
Well, actually, had he been in the blue and white and whatever the colors are this year, it wouldn't have happened because he threw that ball behind him and it would have hit the ground.
Okay.
My bad.
Yep. So Randall Cobb, to me, has star quality. Randall Cobb was a 2nd-round pick. Cole Beasley was always overachieving as an undrafted free agent right out of SMU right there in the middle of Dallas,
Stop trying to diminish the man. Now he out of sight. Now you want to
talk. He took his rap career to Buffalo, and I'm good. He can rap in Buffalo all he wants.
Big market.
Because nobody's going to be listening.
Yeah, they are.
Are they?
Yep.
And I hope he made a ton of money. I'm not sure exactly how much he got, but
he got more than what Dallas was offering.
All I know is all the years I've rooted against Aaron Rodgers teams or picked against Green Bay on this show and other shows, the guy who always scared me with little Randall Cobb in the slot, because he's not that little. He's 195 pounds, so he runs with authority.
Well, he didn't scare you. Jordy Nelson scared you.
No.
Devontae Adams scared you.
Randall Cobb
Greg Jennings scared you.
Look at his best year versus Cole Beasley's best year. Like that Pro Bowl year. He did make the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, he had over 1,200 yards. Yeah, 14. Didn't he have 12 touchdowns?
He almost had 1,300 and 12 touchdowns.
Yes.
Cole's best year was 2016, Dak's rookie year. Remember, he caught 75 balls to 91 for Randall Cobb, 833 yards, and 5 touchdowns to Randall's best 12 touchdowns.
Yeah, but Randall Cobb also had in 2012, he had 8 touchdowns. He had another season in 2015, he had 6 touchdowns. So his best year, I mean, some of his worst years were better than Cole's best.
And how about postseason? Can we look at those numbers real quick? Randall Cobb's caught 47 playoff footballs. That's pretty
That's
good to Cole Beasley's 15. Randall Cobb has 5 postseason touchdowns to Cole Beasley's 0. I'll take Randall Cobb over Cole Beasley any Sunday, Monday, Thursday, any day. All of a sudden, you have upgraded over Cole Beasley because this is a guy in the locker room when you're putting your stuff on before the game and you look around and you say, he's on my